Good morning, class, and welcome back to Hot School. In today's lesson, we will be going over Greymane, a very bursty character who can snowball a fight very well, much like Li Ming, due to some of his abilities, specifically in his ultimate ability, go for the throat. Turns into a werewolf and just overall causes a big old ruckus. Not very good at Greymane, but let's see what he's got. Alrighty, so it looks like we find ourselves in Hanamura Temple. On the friendly team, we have Greymane, Brightwing, Garrosh, Orphea, and Tracer versus Alex Straza, Gazlo, Muradin, Cassia, and Kael'thas. So Greymane is a really good character at being the offlaner. He has really good kind of wave clear, and a rotating Greymane can be as deadly as a rotating Butcher, depending on the situation. So we'll see what we kind of go here, but I'm assuming that we will be in the off lane doing our thing. So I'm just gonna go ahead and head that way. So at level 1, we're going to take Viciousness, which is going to increase the Inner Beast duration to 4 seconds and cause ability damage to also refresh its duration. So our trait ability has us to change into a werewolf or a worgen, sorry, and go back into a human form. While in the worgen form, Greymane gains 10 armor, and his basic attacks become melee and deal a lot more damage. So obviously, when we are hungry like the wolf, we are going to be doing more damage. In our human form, our Q ability is to throw alcohol. It's a Gilnean cocktail. So we throw a cocktail. When it hits, it splatters hellfire, or whatever you want to call it, in a cone right behind the target that is hit. We'll highlight it here, or attempt to. So you can see we attack that entire thing. Our W ability is called Inner Beast, where we actually gain attack speed. And as long as we are doing basic attacks, that attack speed is refunded. And so we just want to keep kind of that combo going.
Retribution is at hand.
As you saw there, we switched into our worgen form. Go ahead and dip out. Where our abilities change, our Q ability becomes it becomes like a sweeping attack with our claws, doing damage kind of in front of us and lunging us forward. So it's a good ability to gain a little bit of momentum, as well as go ahead and pop our Inner Beast here. Take out these Gazlo turrets before they kind of do too much to us. Go ahead and grab these regen globes, or what we can of them. Our Inner Beast cooldown ran out, which you can see just over your health in the lower left, to see how you're doing on that. At level 4, we're going to take Eyes in the Dark. So Disengage grants us stealth for 3 seconds. So when we switch from a worgen back into a human, we will gain stealth.
No quarter to victory.
We're just kind of poke on that Gazlo here.
Victory.
Payload deployment is about to begin.
We're gonna go ahead and back up. So he's doing his laser so we don't get hit by it. Keep our little combo going here.
Your life is forfeit.
Go ahead and grab that regen globe just so Gazlo can't grab it. Go ahead and pop our combo back up.
Escort the payload.
And right now we're just kind of chilling here. As long as Gaz is here, we want to make sure that we're here. We're gonna go ahead and switch into worgen form. So worgen, the way that it works is you actually, what you target, you leap towards and do damage as well. back up a little bit. Don't want to get hit by all that mumbo jumbo. Go in on this Muradin a little bit. And we're going to go ahead and disengage. Go back into human form here. Let's throw a cocktail. We missed hitting anything, so it didn't explode, so we missed out a lot of the damage. I don't want to run in there right now. So Greymane is all about looking for the right opportunity to dive in. So we can just go ahead and do a little bit of poke damage here. Looks like a good moment. Get on that Murd in there. I'm gonna just kind of zoning out that Kael'thas. At level 7, we are going to take. Oh, let's back up here. We're gonna take Wizened Duelist. So what this does is it kind of works like a seasoned marksman, but on heroes. So by doing basic attack to heroes, we will gain damage. So every 6 human basic attacks against heroes increase basic attack damage by 1% up to 30%. Worgen attacks do increase it more. So we'll go ahead and dodge at Cassia. Q. A little bit too far out. And so we just want to kind of do a little bit of damage with our basic attack damage. Just kind of, once again, just trying to stay safe is the big thing. Although we are formidable, I'm gonna go ahead and back up for that. Go ahead and dive in on that Cassia, get that kill. And we'll switch out of Worgen. Now Worgen is really good for wave clear. Obviously we do a lot more damage that way, but I like having the range here. So a common strategy for Greymane also is to dive in on your target by going into Worgen form and then dive out as a human to kind of help you escape. Let's see what we're going against again. Okay, we're going to go for the throat, which is which is the snowball-y talent for Greymane. So it works kind of like Ming, where if we get a kill with Go for the Throat, so Go for the Throat automatically shapeshifts us to a Worgen, and if we get a kill with it, it resets the cooldown, and so it does considerable damage this way.
For my countrymen.
And so we're just kind of clearing this up here.
That was much appreciated.
Just playing it safe. I'm not an amazing Greymane player, but I know that I should be safe more than not safe.
Victory will be ours.
We're gonna go ahead and pop our ability here and kind of attack move away from that guy.
Most assuredly. Orgilneus. You've made a grave mistake.
The payload will be redeployed.
Go ahead and get out of that.
I can feel
Just like that, we did a lot of damage there to that Gazlo. Stayed safe because we backed out, so his turrets couldn't hit us. And then we were able to back him off from being able to keep that push up. So we used Go for the Throat there.
Orgilneus. Your aid is
We're gonna go ahead and switch into Worgen and clear out this camp here.
escape. The beast hungers.
And we're gonna go ahead and mount up, which will automatically put us into human form here. And kind of come down here so we can help out with this. Garrosh is getting riggedy wrecked over here. That taunt's not gonna really help us. We're gonna go ahead and give that. We're gonna head up. Well, I guess we can stay down here since stuff's gonna happen. We'll pop Inner Beast so we can help clear out these minions. Uh-oh. Oh. Get away from me!
Absolutely.
And just pop that down. We're gonna have them coming in. We want to just kind of play it safe.
Lend me your aid, sister.
We're gonna jump in on this Muradin, go for the throat on him, and we're gonna back out. go back into human form so we can get a cocktail out. Go ahead and throw our inner beast so we can get a little bit more of that attack damage. Oh, we're gonna get the... Oh god! Nice throw by Garrosh, saving us.
We must retreat. That was much appreciated. Absolutely.
Select.
Alright, and at level 13, we're going to take... We're going to take increased dark flight and disengage range, so we can go ahead and engage from further away and disengage to further away. We're going to dodge that Muradin. And we're just going to do a little bit of damage to this Muradin, just kind of building up our stacks. We're going to... Ooh, I want to jump, but... Go ahead and pop that down. We're just still trying to play it safe. Because we're always down... oh, that's not going to be good. Alright, damn it. Well, I was going to jump in and then jump back out, but... Garrosh is probably going to die from that. Grab this region. And we're just gonna go up here and grab health. Health. Okay, and we're gonna come back in here. If we could get somebody out of position, if that Garrosh could throw somebody to us, it would be awesome. We're gonna go ahead and go for the throat and try to get out. Oh, okay, so since we switched into Worgen, we only had just a second, so I went for the throat on the Cassia, and then I tried to dark flight, or not dark flight, disengage away, so we were gonna roll out of the way. However, there is a short period of time where you cannot switch back to human form, and during that time is when we got kind of picked. So the downside to dying there, not only obviously we died XP of stuff, our Wizened Duelist, we lose half of the bonus that we got every time we die. So we went from having 8% increased attack damage to only having 4%. So it behooves us to stay alive. I know it does on any time that you play as a character, but... Alright, so we're gonna go ahead. What? It's fine. We're just gonna kind of get out like that. We're gonna go back into human form so we can go ahead and let's see what we can do here. And our Garrosh is like always dead. If he's not always dead, he's en route to dying. Kind of juke a little bit because this Cassie is gonna try to hit us. Trying to back out a little bit here. Perfect. We're gonna jump in on this Kael'thas. And we'll go ahead and we'll go stealth. Brightwing hit us with the heal. We no longer have the stealth, but we're gonna get on this Muradin. At level 16, we are going to take, we're gonna let's see. We're gonna take Alpha Killer, which is going to do more damage with our basic attacks.
Let me handle this. That was much appreciated.
Oh, this Muradin.
Retribution is at hand.
So this way we can actually do a little bit more damage to that Muradin by doing... Let's see if we can catch him, maybe. Uh-oh, that's not good. Can we get out of that? We can get out of the stun at least. Come on. We're gonna die. Trying to get on that Gazlo. I was hoping that we'd get a little bit more support coming kind of in there, but that's kind of the problem with Greymane. If you dive in and you go too far, you're kind of stuck with that decision. So, but we were trying to just make something happen. Good job, Orphea, taking out the Alexstrasza. Should be able to get the KT as long as she avoids getting hit, and Muradin stays kind of stays out. But it looks like neither of those two things happened, so she went ahead and got murked. See, and okay, yeah, so we do an extra 3% of hero damage based on just our basic attacks to anything.
Enemy payload firing.
I've survived much worse.
All right, we're gonna kind of come up here, just kind of do a little bit of defense as we can. Actually, we're gonna lose that fort, so not much we can do there.
Has fallen.
We're just gonna kind of chill and regroup here. Stick by our garage, because if our garage can get somebody thrown, like that Kael'thas, we can actually do a little bit of stuff. We can actually get some stuff done, because we are really good at basically executing somebody who's out of position. Let the team know that we're gonna go and steal this guy, or does the team not want to do it? Okay. No, garage. No. No, get out. It's not a good fight when Gazlo's had the opportunity to post up his defenses. Oh, come on. Give me this turret.
Triple kill.
Oh, God damn it.
Quad kill.
I was trying to get the turret and throw it down. They should be able to finish that off, though. We were able to get in there and get a couple of kills. Okay, so we are going to take... Ooh, man. Let's see, what do I want to take? I don't know what always the best one is. So if we are trying to do for wave clear, Tooth and Claw is really good for basic attacks cleave. Human attacks splash, which is also good. I think I'm going to take Unleashed, which is going to improve our go for the throat. So if we get a kill with go for the throat, the next go for the throat is going to do 35% more damage. Which means that if we get another kill, it'd be another 35% more damage, which means 70% and 105%, and then finally 140%. I think it caps at 140, right? Yeah, so obviously I guess that's as many characters as you could probably kill unless you were going against like Vikings or Rexar or something. Let the team know that we're gonna go and we're gonna fight this guy here, because we need to get some pressure going here. We're just gonna dive in on him. All right, and we're gonna go ahead and mount up.
For honor and glory.
So see, one good team fight, and we've got a decent push kind of going back. I'm gonna take this turret. Damn it! Apparently not. I would have liked to have taken that turret.
Escort the payload.
Would like to have taken, rather. Oh gosh. There we go. We got in a ton of damage on that Muradin.
Triple kill.
Why would you throw her farther away?
That feels better. Thank you.
There you go. Okay, and so when we got the push going bot, because we got that camp, it was able to push out that keep. Now we're gonna go ahead and get this. Get these shots off. While that's going on, we're gonna go ahead and take this camp. Get that attack speed buff, which is just massive when you're fighting stuff that you can do that to. Go ahead, grab the turret, and then we're gonna go ahead and move up here. We can attack the core, yeah. Let's come over here and kind of take care of these minions. Place down this turret so that it has something to attack. And just stay on the building. No. And GG. I always like it. Quick match always cracks me up because you get to the end of it and it's like everybody's like, you know, F your mother and God, you suck, and like this entire thing for the entire match. And then at the end, if you win, everybody's like, well played, guys. I love you guys. Can you guys please come to my wedding? It's going to be awesome. Like, it's just all of a sudden, like, everybody's like, oh my God, it's the best thing in the world. But anyway, so that's Greymane. Stat-wise, we played relatively safe kind of the whole time. You know, I could have done a lot more hero damage. We did our off lane thing at the beginning, going against that Gazlo. If we would have gone against something that was a little bit more melee focused, we could have done a little bit more kiting while in human mode. And that would have helped us out as far as numbers, but numbers don't matter. The most important thing is that you're doing your role. You can be not the first in everything and still be one of the best on your team. So talent-wise, at level 1, we took Viciousness, which increased our Inner Beast duration, which was our W ability, which gave us that attack speed bonus to 4 seconds, and causes ability damage to also refresh its duration. At level 4, we took Eyes in the Dark, so that when we disengaged from the enemy after going into Worgen form, we're granted stealth for 3 seconds. That really helps out with things like the Gazlo turrets. So we were able to dive on Gazlo even though he was in the middle of 4 turrets, but then we were able to get out once we took a little bit of damage, and we were in stealth, so we can kind of just walk away. Where that was hurting us was when that Alexstrasza was putting her Q attack, was it Flame Buffet, or however you want to say it, when she was putting that on us because we were taking that dot damage, and that was popping us out of stealth, as well as Kael'thas's W. At level 7, we took Wizened Duelist, so that every time that we, every 6 human basic attacks, or every 2 Worgen attacks, we gained basic attack damage. So we really built into his basic attacks throughout all of this. At 10, we took Go for the Throat so that we'd have more burst damage to go after targets that we basically saw that we wanted to take out. If you are going against a really tanky team, say you have you have a double warrior frontline like a Muradin, a Muradin Varian, or like a Muradin Garrosh, or whatever you have, like a double warrior comp specifically. The other ultimate, the bullet, is it Cursed Bullet, or I don't know, I'll tell you here in a second, but that is usually going to be a better call than Go for the Throat, as you're going to want to whittle those tanks down as much as you can, because you may not want to dive in on the back line if you can't make it there, because you're just going to get taken out through the CC and stuff from the front line. Level 13, we took Running Wild, and what this did is it increased our range to be able to jump in at people, and when we disengaged, we were able to disengage a further amount away. At level 16, Alpha Killer, which basically made it so that when we were in Worgen mode, our basic attacks against heroes dealt bonus damage equal to 3% of the hero's maximum health. So when we did dive in on something, we were able to do considerable more damage. Now that's a very good talent against heroes like Garrosh, and on the enemy team here against like Cassia. When we dove in on Cassia, because she's going to have this high amount of armor, which is going to reduce the amount of damage that she takes from like basic attacks. However, us being able to do that additional damage to the maximum health is going to help kind of negate that for us. It doesn't completely obviously get rid of it, but it helps us do more damage through that armor. At level 20, we took Unleashed. So if the free cast of Go for the Throat kills its target, and then another free cast is provided that deals 35% more damage. So basically that helps you snowball the kills. So that's one of the major benefits to Greymane, is being able to snowball those fights, much like a Li Ming. So as far as other talents, Now there's a cocktail build. I haven't seen it as popular these days. I haven't seen Greymane, to be completely honest, in a little while here. The pros used to play him kind of all the time. He was one of the main like burst target heroes, but due to the diversity of all the heroes that have come out, I haven't seen him as much lately. But level 1, perfect aim is one that you can take, building into like a cocktail build, and so what that does is it increases the range of the cocktail by 30% and refunds mana if it hits a hero, because that's one of the bad things about using cocktails and stuff is you end up going a lot quicker. You end up going out of mana. So along with that, I still think Eyes in the Dark is one of the best ones here, so that when you're getting out, you are you're protected essentially. At level 7, Incendiary Elixir. This is basically going to reduce your cooldown after you complete the quest, but also the explosion damage. So all the purple junk that comes out of the cocktail would do more damage as you hit more heroes with it. Level 13, really kind of the same one. I like running wild because I like to be able to engage from further away, so like people that were running, or to disengage myself further away so that I have potentially a chance to live. Level 16, Executioner is also super solid if you have the team around you that can provide slows and the rooted or stunned targets, because that's going to give you an additional 30% attack damage for 3 seconds if you attack them. So instead of like on a lot of other characters, you have the damage is increased against a slowed, rooted, or stunned target. For Greymane, you only have to attack once, and then you get that buff for 3 seconds. Whereas the others, it's only if you're attacking them while they're slow. So if you jump on somebody, say you're doing even a basic attack on a hero that's slowed, you're going to gain that 30% damage increase, and then you can dive in on them, turn into a Worgen, and do even more damage. So it's definitely a good talent to pick as well. And it might have even been better on the other one. Oh, and as I was saying, on level 10, so it is Cursed Bullet. So what this does is it automatically shapeshifts you back to human if you are in Worgen form, and it will deal 35% of the current health of the target in damage. So if you hit something like, like a Stitches or Muradin, Blaze, Cho'Gall, any hero with a high amount of health, that is a massive amount of damage. And then at level 20, you can even take Gilnean Roulette, which allows it to hit everything in the path. And for every hero you hit, it reduces the cooldown by 5 seconds. So the cooldown on it normally is 30 seconds. If hypothetically, in a perfect world, you hit all 5 heroes, that's a 5 second cooldown for something that just did 35% of the target's health in damage to 5 heroes. That's insane. If you can make it work. Obviously, there's perfect scenarios for every talent and every build and every skill in the game, but that one's really cool. So with that being said, guys, that was Greymane. Thank you so much for stopping by today, and I'll see you guys all next time. Hey guys, thank you so much for watching the video. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did like it, be sure to like the video and subscribe to the channel if you'd like to see more gaming content. It really helps me out. It doesn't cost me anything. Thank you again. Have a great